Hey, what's up, guys? Nate Pollock, Dad Fitness. As you can see, I brought Nick into the gym today. Now, I'm sorry I didn't post this on Friday. I should have, but I want to talk to you guys about proper gear. Now, everyone sits there and says, "Oh, you just need a shirt and shorts," and they're right. But you don't need to go and spend a fortune on buying gear. Like, you don't need top of the line everything. Like I said, my weight room has been an accumulation over the last 18 years of buying stuff. I started off with plaster weights and whatever I could get my hands on at that time. I actually made a lot of my own equipment at that point too, like my own chin-up bars and stuff, because I had the ability at that time to do that. Nowadays, when I buy things, like if I buy like clothes for myself to go to the gym, I usually actually go to the secondhand stores. I found like track pants, like brand name stuff, and brand name T-shirts like Nike and stuff for like the rash guards and whatnot. I've bought them for like a shirt and pair of pants for $20. Well, $20, there you go. Most people spend like $50 on a pair of jeans. Well, I just bought a shirt and pants for the same price, or for like half that price. The only thing that I say that I do spend a little extra on is the weight gloves. Now, they don't do anything really for me in terms of anything but protecting my hands from getting pinched between the bar and the rack or whatever, right? So, also it gives me a little bit extra on the grip. I find that my hands tend to get a little sweatier when working out because of my intensity, so I have a loss of grip and it just slips a lot. So it helps me with my grip. That's pretty much the only reason why I use that. You can use chalk. I don't recommend it all the time, especially in Canada and in North America where it gets cold, because you're going to end up having your hands chap. Also, overwashing your hands in hot water. Use cold water instead. The other things that I actually do use in terms of gear, I have my smartphone and I have one of these. Now, it's not a Fitbit. It's made by Samsung. I use it. I like it. It works for me. Just mostly for the timer. When I do use cardio and stuff, it does track, but most of these things are only accurate to 80% at best. So, if you want good gear, by all means, do the research first, then go get the gear, and then do what you want to do with it. But in terms of like buying clothes, you don't need to buy Under Armour, or you don't need to buy Nike or Reebok at the retail price. Just shop around at thrift stores. You'll find some pretty good stuff for real cheap. Like Value Village in North America and Canada as a whole is actually really good for buying stuff like that. Salvation Army is another place you can go. Walmart's okay if you're more into like buying that kind of stuff. I find that if I go to thrift stores, I can buy brand name stuff. Even Winners. Winners is a great place to go too. You can save yourself a ton of cash. Now, smartphones, a lot of the apps I use for tracking my meals and stuff like that, my nutrition. I do my Fitness Pal. There are other ones that probably work better for the Samsung. The S Health I don't really recommend in terms of like the Samsung gear stuff. Apple, I don't know about the Apple applications. I'm not an Apple guy. I hate Apple. I don't like Apple. Samsung has, in terms of gear in terms of a phone, is in my mind better, higher resolution, better camera. And I mean, this first came out before the Apple Watch came out, so Samsung, if you're watching, sue the bastards because they're taking your tech. Take them for the $1 billion that they sued you for the corners on your phone. But in terms of the gear and stuff, just take it slow. You're not in a rush. This ain't a race. We're here to get in shape. We're not here to get who's getting bigger, who's getting leaner, who's getting more ripped. This ain't a race. This is about us getting into shape as fathers. And I mean, this little man here, he keeps me going pretty good. And when he smiles, though, he's definitely worth every penny of all the gear that I spend and all the hours I spend in the gym. And yeah, I do it early in the morning because when he wakes up, I want to be there when he's there or when he needs me, especially on the weekends when I'm not working. And when I come home, I definitely want to be here for the long haul. But in terms of your gear, boys, don't sit there and spend tons and tons of money. Shop around, do sales. Sport Check and competitors will do great shoe sales. I don't really buy a lot of shoes. I buy them like once every 6 months, and I usually buy the buy one get one half off deal because it works for me. And it works out well because then I can have a pair of outdoor shoes for when I go outside running, and I can have a pair of gym shoes when I'm indoors and doing whatever I do at the gym or here in this gym. And it does help to have two sets. So one for at home and one for at the gym. Now, the one at the gym will definitely be a lot nicer than the one that you have at home, because who the hell's going to watch you when you're in here? Unless you have a buddy that comes over and you guys work out together in your garage or your basement or whatever. But for the gear boys, don't sit there and blow fucking $70-$50 on a fucking shirt. That's stupid. Go and see about a second-hand shirt. It's not that. They're not that bad. They're pretty good. This shirt here was actually a second-hand shirt. I got it for like less than $5. So, you know, I'm not saying, you know, go out and buy your entire wardrobe that way, but, you know, at least your activity gear you don't need to spend an absolute fortune on. You guys can save wherever you can. I mean, the Fit for Less that I work out at is $20 a month, and it gives me free tanning, it gives me all 4 locations in the city, and I'm shelling out maybe $257 an entire year, as opposed to Good Life where could be spending $700 annually. So shop around, find out what you can do to get a better price on something. The other thing too is you can also sit there and compete with other gyms. You can go to Gold's Gym and say, well, this is what they're offering me, and if you've got documentation from Good Life, maybe Gold's will give you a better deal. Or if you go to from Gold's and you go to Good Life, or you go to another gym or Anytime Fitness or whatever, maybe you can land yourself a better deal. The other thing too is because it's November right now, Christmas ain't that far away. New Year's definitely everyone's going to want to get in shape. So there will be deals as well, and they may end up beating their competitors because there will be competition, because what's everyone's New Year's resolution? Getting in shape. And it doesn't have to be a New Year's resolution. That should be a resolution for a lifetime, not 1 year. Yeah, we all fall. That's great. But get back up. That's my 2 bits for now. Stay strong, keep training, and we'll see you next Friday. Sorry this one was so late. Obviously, I got a little busy. Later.